Happy Halloween! Well, it's not quite Halloween yet. We're only at the first week of October. However, I don't know if you guys are enjoying so far all my spooky spots. As I've mentioned many a times, Halloween is my favorite holiday, Christmas being the second. Love the month of October, and I thought, let's try to do something different. Let's try to do, and I don't know, this might be the first time, maybe it's already been done before, but I want to try to do something so different, so unique to celebrate the month of October, the holiday of Halloween. So I thought, let's try something interactive here, guys. I don't know. Again, this might be the first time this has been done. So that alone is scary. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a month-long interactive story. And what we're going to do is I'm going to start a story off. And I'm going to start telling you guys a story. It's not going to be very long. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the story off abruptly. Like, there's going to be no end to my story. Your job is to continue that story on from that point, and then your story will cut off abruptly. I ask only that your entry is about 2 to 5 minutes in length. Nothing too long, guys, but 2 to 5 minutes in length. And then, like I said, cut your story off abruptly. So, like, for example, my story might end with somebody opens the door, and you don't know what happens after that point, but then your job is to say, door opened and then he went in and went down the stairs or something like that, and then cut your story off, like he turned around, and cut it off right there. And then the next person, what I'm going to do is, when you guys make your video, set it to private. And when you set it to private, send me the link to the video. I'll check out all the videos. The one that I like the most as the next part of the story, I'll actually upload it here on my channel. And then you guys can view the next part of the story. And then after you've seen this part of the story, your job then is to make the next part of the story. And we're going to try to do it like a chain letter, like a chain story. And we're going to try to do it for the full month of October. At the very end of October, I'm actually going to post the video. And I don't know how well this is going to work. I don't know how I'm going to do this yet. But I'm going to post the video, and I'm going to put all the links to all the ones that were in order. So then you guys can watch the full story. And it'll be the full story for the month of October, where all of you guys have participated. This is going to be hopefully a really cool interactive idea for a spooky ghost story. The only thing I do ask is, don't try to be too silly when you do it. You can put in humor, but I will choose the ones that I think are the coolest. It doesn't have to be scary, where it is gory or anything like that, but we're going to try to do like a little interactive story. So starting right now, I'll tell my part of the story, and then I'll cut it off abruptly, and then, like I said, your job then is to post your next part of the story. About 2 to 5 minutes in length, like I said. And the one that I like the most for the second part, then I'll post it here. And then your job is to continue on from there. What I will say, so we can kind of keep track of all this, is I'll say number one, I'll say one, and then I'll say my story. For those who are participating and want to do a video response to this, when you are posting your video, say like number 2. So like you're doing the second part to the video, or the second part to the story. When that second part is decided and I put the second part up here, then the person who wants to do a video response to that says number 3. That way we can keep track of it. That way somebody is not doing a second part of the video, and then I've got another second part of the video, and then another second part of the video. So we're going to actually try to continue along the story, and at the very end of this interactive story, I'm going to do the ending. And I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do the ending, and then I'll post the full story hopefully on Halloween. I don't know. I'm going to try to do this on Halloween. And then I'd like to see you guys watch the story, and hopefully we'll be scared. But this is probably the first time this has ever been done, guys. The first interactive story. Let's try to... I want to see if I could do this completely across YouTube and hopefully get a lot of people participating. So now that we've got that all out of the way, if you guys have any questions, by the way, send me a message and I'll try to explain it a little bit better. So here we have the first part of the story.